According to Google, only 9% of homes in the UK are inaccessible for disabled people, yet I had to have an accessible home to be eligible for an NHS wheelchair. This can leave disabled people trapped in a difficult spiral. Let's chat about it. Hi, I'm Eliza, a wheelchair user who just got my NHS wheelchair after a 3-year wait. But my home had to be accessible. Well, at least step 3 throughout. And most homes in the UK are not accessible. And yes, they did come to my house to check. But why is this an issue? Just to be very clear, this is my personal experience and may vary from location to location, so please feel free to add your experiences in the comments if you're happy to do so. Having an accessible home comes with a lot of privilege too. The wait for accessible homes from the government can be many years according to Scope, and if you are able to rent, trying to find an accessible home to rent can also be tricky and can be even more expensive, such as newer builds that have lifts that are step free. They're often built in areas branded as up and coming too, which can raise the price. I say up and coming in air quotes because of the iffy way that we judge different areas, which is a very important topic for another day. But when trying to find a house, it isn't just all about the property being step-free. You also have to consider transport links and it being accessible, near an accessible shop. These are not requirements for the NHS wheelchair, by the way. These are just wider thoughts about trying to find an accessible home. Access to money can also be difficult for disabled people, meaning that renting or buying can be hard due to the lack of access to accessible work. Many disabled people also cannot live with their partners or get married due to lack of access of benefits, which can be changed when someone lives with you. This can also cause issues when navigating relationships and affording homes. As you can see, this is such a tricky subject because it's a constant catch-22. As I say, this was a rule in my area, but it may be different across the UK, and it is something that needs to change because people might not get access to the equipment that they need. Not all wheelchair users need their chair all of the time, but everyone should have access to the equipment that they need to be able to get by. And I'm very lucky to have a home that is accessible enough to me, although it still doesn't meet all of my needs. It allowed me to get the NHS funding that I needed to be able to access a chair, and this is something that other people don't have the privilege to be able to access. This is not my wet room setup, by the way. I wish I had something this amazing. Did you know this about accessible housing, or do you have any thoughts? Let me know in the comments.